Hi YouTube, welcome back. Or welcome if you're new here. My name is Cassie Rodriguez and I am the creator slash owner of GripKnot. Today, we're gonna be washing my locks because I haven't washed it in a while and it's due time. I'm gonna be using my shampoo bar that I've created, the Grapefruit Gleam, and hopefully you guys stay and enjoy the video, like it, um, and let's get this thing started. Let's see the damage that we're dealing with today. Yeah, it's a jungle up there. All right, so this is what we're working with today. And I basically want curls back in my hair again. I love the curl look, especially when I haven't retwisted for a while. Kind of, takes the focus off of my roots and gives me more volume. So without further ado, let's get this wash day started. Well, finished the wash. So I'm just gonna do some bantu knots so then I can have, some nice curly Cheeto curls. Call them Cheeto curls because they look like Cheeto puffs. So let's get started. Got my hair in a bun. We're gonna be styling. Like I said, no retwist. We're starting from the back and we're gonna be working our way up to the front. Now with this style, you may be able to get away with not having to retwist your hair as frequently, but it all depends on how much you sweat, how much you spritz it, like your activities during the day, and if you wear a bonnet at night and whatnot, because you want to preserve the look, you know what I mean? So for today's styling, we're going to be using two products. We got the hibiscus hydration spray that I've created for GripKnot. This is mine. You may have noticed in a previous video that it had a finished look and it had its label basically just my spray with the same ingredients inside of it. And then this right here is Bringraj oil. It's Ayurvedic oil that you can get on Amazon or any local Indian store, supermarket near you. So yeah, this is it. I don't really like too many products in my hair because of buildup. I try to keep it as simple and as natural as possible. I'm going to be using this lock as a demonstration. Basically, what I do to create a Bantu knot is first spritz it because it has been drying for a while. And I kind of like to make sure that all the neighboring locks, that their strands are out of the way. So I'm kind of just feeling for any strands that may be connected to the lock that I'm trying to style. So here we go. We got all of the neighboring lock strands out of the way. So now we're only working with this lock right here. And it doesn't have to be perfect because obviously it's not like a retwist. I kind of like the messy look. I don't really like my hair to be super neat and clean, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't want it to be perfect. That's what I'm trying to say. There's flaws in my hair and I love it. My only goal is for my hair, my locks not to marry each other. So make sure that you're keeping an eye out for that with your longer retwists. Make sure that you are separating your locks because when it comes time for you to actually retwist, it is going to be a pain in the butt to split apart and it's going to hurt. Okay. And if you are doing it, just make sure your hair's kind of like wet, not damp, but at least, you know, some kind of hydration to it, you know. So yeah, we got our lock. Now all we are doing is gathering its hairs that is trying to escape. And I kind of wrap it around itself like so. You can also crochet, which I do, but I don't do it like after I wash, you know. Kind of do it like I do it the following week or something like that. So yeah, we're gonna just make sure it's clean. You're gonna take your finger and you're gonna put it a quarter of the way, or however long your hair is. I usually do a quarter of the way, not halfway, because I kind of run out of hair, and you'll see what I mean in a second. But yeah, make sure all of my hair is in there. I take my finger one quarter of the way, and then I start wrapping it. I usually start from the top, and I just start kind of wrapping it around itself and going down the lock. If you are running out of space, all you want to do is kind of like push the lock up, and then you have more space. But again, this is an example. And then your finger that's still in here, you're gonna take the end of your lock and you're gonna push it through, right? You're gonna push it through the hole and then pull everything up. And there's your Bantu lock. Perfect. So I'm gonna do that with the rest of my hair. And then I will come back to you when it's all done. And then we're gonna go under the dryer. The dryer. Mm-hmm. It's necessary. Don't shoot the messenger. use your middle finger here, right? And you'll take your index finger out, and then with your index and your thumb, when you pass it around, you can grab it and send it on back. So that may be a bit easier. All right, we just finished our hair. Bantu knots all done. Took about, I want to say like an hour, but it was well worth it because the curls come out bomb. Anywho, now we're gonna sit under a dryer for about an hour, hour and a half. The reason I do it for so long is because I want my locks and the inside of my locks to be dry fully, because you don't want any mold growing in your locks or anything like that. So I got myself a hooded dryer, well, a bonnet dryer, the Layla Ali one. Works pretty good. Has an attachment, so I just kind of attach it like that. Put it on. You tie it in the back just so it stays put while you are drying your hair. Let's turn this bad boy on. I'll see you with the results after this. It's been about a week that I've had this styling. So now I'm gonna take it out and see what these curls are looking like. All right, so I got you nice and set up right there. Usually how I start this, I kind of go on with my spray first, the hibiscus hydration. And I spritz a bit all throughout my hair, not too much. I don't want it overly wet, just enough to where I'm not working with dry hair. And I'll go in with a bit of Bring Raj oil and just pat it in there. And then I'll have some oil remaining on my hands that I could, work with in taking down this style. So let's do it. All right, and this is what the final result is looking like. I love it. I love this style so much. You get like a 2-in-1 hairstyle with the bantu knots and then the curls that come afterwards. I love it. I love it, love it. And if you couldn't tell, my favorite part of this entire wash day is the takedown, because I get to like spring my hair. I love when I take it down and I just bing, how it bounces back up and how it gets tight again. I love it. So this is what it's looking like. And I have my bangs in the front. I usually cut bangs because I just love the fuller look of it. And again, this is just like day one curls, so it gets just even fuller and just voluminous in the coming days ahead. Another thing, like I said earlier in the video, as you can see, I have not done a retwist, but like I was telling you, it really takes away from my roots. No retwist well. You can't even tell. You can't even tell. So this is like a cheat code. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video, and if you're still watching, thank you for tagging along and sticking with me all the way up to the end to see these results. I hope you liked the video, and subscribe if you have not already, so you can get more content of me, my hair, my brand, and just all of us growing up together, because this is honestly a journey that I am on, and I'm learning each and every day with each and every wash, with each and every new creation that I am releasing for my brand. I'm learning and I'm growing. So just thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your interest. It means the world. And I am just so excited to share just more grip knot. Stay grippy, stay knotty. I love you all, and God bless.